Welcome back to Movies TV Mad. I'm Mick, your host with the most. Just ask your girlfriends and your wives, and welcome back to the DCU Daily. This is part 2. Have we all heard of Tom Welling? Or as I'm reading out his name on my Smallville rewatches, Sir Tom Welling. He's not officially Sir Tom Welling, but I love Smallville, so when I'm reading out all the names in the opening title, Somebody Save Me, I'm saying Sir Tom Welling, Sir Michael Rosenbaum, Dame Alison Mack, yeah, even Alison Mack, who was cancelled ages ago. I call her Dame Alison because everyone involved on Smallville, in front and behind the camera, meant and means everything to me. They gave this depressed guy living in shared accommodation something to root for. They reinvigorated the flame in my heart for Superman. I will always stand by every single member of the people in front of and behind the camera who gave me Smallville, especially Alfred Gough and Miles Miller, who were ousted by the CW, and there was some legal action at the time. That was wrong, and really Smallville should have ended with Alfred Gough and Miles Miller ending their story, and the tragedy of that is never lost on me. Anyway, we all know Tom Welling played Clark Kent for 10 seasons on Smallville. His behaviour outside of the set, the sound stage, while not making Smallville, his conduct was absolutely fantastic for a decade. And even after that, his conduct was befitting of someone who used to play Superman, Clark Kent. But yesterday it was revealed that he had been charged and arrested for a DUI, driving under the influence of drinking. Let me make something abundantly clear even. I stand with Tom Welling. He made a mistake. I can't excuse that mistake. Driving under the influence of alcohol puts yourself in danger and others in danger. Now, what I heard from the reports is he wasn't ridiculously drunk. He was caught at a car park, whatever that means. I don't know if he was had any intention of actually driving. I don't know the situation. But here's the reality. He made a mistake, and as long as he learns from that mistake, gets the support he needs, and doesn't make that mistake again, then I'm fine with it. I will never cancel Tom Welling, who worked so hard on that show, who had, have you ever watched the podcast, Talkville? The knowledge that he has, the pride that he had of the stunt work, of the process of making Smallville. He talks, him and Michael Rosenbaum do a great job on that podcast. And what's kind of sad when these things happen, you never see other famous people, these people's famous friends, stand with them. They get a little bit nervous about that. So I hope that some Smallville cast members do come out and stand with Tom, as I'm doing. We all make mistakes, and the sad thing for me is how much joy people take in bringing someone down after they make a mistake. The only difference between you and Tom Welling is you do bad things, you make mistakes, I do bad things, I make mistakes, but nobody cares about them, right? And it makes people feel so much better about their flaws and the bad stuff that they do and their mistakes when somebody famous does it. He's made one mistake. That's it, right? Let it go. I stand with him. I would never ever cancel Tom Welling for this, right? If he had killed someone or something, that's different, of course, but he hasn't, right? He's made one mistake, and as long as he doesn't make that same mistake again, that's fine. It's not for me or you to forgive Tom Welling. We don't own Tom Welling. Tom Welling is a human being like all of us. And as I say, one mistake, and the thing which I found utterly ridiculous, that I think they posted, I think it was a mug shot, and people making comparisons of the mug shot and what he looked like on Smallville, saying how older he looks. Of course he does. People age. He looks older. I think Tom's about 4 years younger than me. I'm 52. So yes, he looks older. He doesn't look like the young Clark Kent anymore. Of course he doesn't. And the comparisons of those two pictures were ridiculous. Chill out, people. People make mistakes. People age. Move on. Leave the lad alone to live his life, to make his mistakes, like we're allowed to make our mistakes. So finally, I reiterate this again. I stand with Tom Welling.